Hey everyone, welcome. Lindsey is going through a custody battle, and her daughter, Miley Grace, decided to come online and speak her side since Lindsey is speaking her side loud and clear. So let's hear what baby girl has to say.
I'm sure you have heard. Hi, my name is Miley Downs. I'm sure you have heard about me or my situation with my mother, Lindsey Downs. I have not spoken up due to the fact that I've been trying to be the bigger person, but lies have been told about me and my family, and when it comes to my family, then it's a problem for me. So first, I'm going to address the lies, and then I'm going to tell my story. So first, I want to address the lies that have been told about my family and my home. It has been said that my home is overcrowded and unsanitary. My stepmom, Hayden, is a stay-at-home mom who stays at home and cleans all day long. There's just no way my house is unsanitary. And my family built onto their house to make me a bedroom just so that I would have a bedroom to myself and it would not be overcrowded at all. The next thing that has been told is that I am vaping and doing drugs. I am doing neither of which. I have been to the doctor, and my doctor and my parents have helped me quit, because in the past I did, but they have helped me quit. Now, there is a picture circling the internet of me with a vape in my hand. That is from March of 2025 when I was living with my mom. That picture is not from now. You can tell that it is not from now. Ever since I have moved in here, I have had fun colors in my hair. There was no color in my hair at the time. This is the picture circling the internet, and you can very clearly tell that it is not from now. Due to the physical and emotional stress that Lindsey put me through, I now take a low dosage of Lexapro because I was having severe depression and anxiety. This medicine has helped me a lot in the past 2 months, and it has done a lot for me. The next thing I want to address is the rumors about my boyfriend and his mother. I would just like to say that Danielle is the best mother to her children, and none of the such things that have been said have actually happened. No, I do not live with my boyfriend. No, there is no photo of us laid up together, and no, we have not been at that house unsupervised. Also, it was said that my boyfriend is about to turn 18 years old. He just turned 16 of April in this year. He will be 17 of April of 2026. I will be 17 in July of 2026. He is nowhere near 18 years old. Now, Lindsey is not a suitable parent, and I will explain why. She has claimed to be taking a low dosage of Effexor for anxiety. This is not true. This medicine that she takes, I'm not entirely sure what it is for, but without it, she does not act like a normal human being. She is completely dependent on this medicine. Without it, she is a very angry person. She's out of control and very emotionally unstable. And with her trying to get pregnant right now, she is not taking the medicine like she should. And I have seen firsthand the way she acts without this medicine, and it is not okay. She also drinks on this medicine, which is not recommended at all. Her go-to is a sex on the beach, which she has every single time that we go to a Mexican restaurant, which, if you're from the South, you know is pretty often. They go to bars and horse races, and she drinks at all of these, and drinking on this medicine is not safe at all. This is just one reason that proves that mentally and emotionally she is not stable enough to be a parent. Next, my absences in school are not for no reason. Last week, I had a UTI that almost made me go septic. All week long, I was so sick that I could not roll over in my bed, and my stepmom, Hayden, took care of me and waited on me hand and foot all week long. As well as I had to stay home from school for about a week due to the fact that we were scared Lindsey was going to come and try to take me from school. I would also like to say that I am 16 years old and have a phone of my own. I could text my mother or call my mother whenever I want to. My parents do not care that I do that, but I choose not to because I do not want to speak to her. Now, I did not quit volleyball. I will be trying out for volleyball next season, but volleyball season is over for the year. At my old school, I was not allowed to play volleyball as per my old principal because he said that he could protect me during school, but that he could not protect me during practice. I now go to a new school and will be trying out for volleyball next year, as well as doing cheer and any other sport that I can, due to it being my senior year and me wanting to do as much as I can. Now, she has said that these text messages are out of context, so I'm going to give you context. First off, this one, I had accidentally left my makeup bag in her bathroom, so she pulled maggots out of a goat's foot using the tweezers out of my makeup bag. This one was right before the first time I ever met Chad. She told me that I better impress him, and she had talked to me about the fact that he had a lot of money and that I needed to impress him so that she could be with him. But the only thing she really ever talked to me about him was his money. This is the rest of that conversation, of her just telling me that I better impress him. I guess I was not good enough. Now, these are text messages between me and Chad, of him saying that we had things to do and him getting mad at me because I forgot to clean the kitchen. And you can see how much we were at Mexican. They were at Mexican, talking about how I needed to hurry up because when I got home I had to clean the kitchen. Now, this is a screenshot of my mother's TikTok saying that the villain era is deserved on me and that she wants to get revenge on me. I'm not sure if getting revenge on a 16-year-old is very mature, but that is her mindset, so that is what we'll go with. Now I will tell my story. So I got my tonsils out on April 25th of this year. She took me there, and when I went into surgery, she left, and my grandmother, her mom, came and picked me up, and my ex-boyfriend at the time stayed the entire time. When we all got home, they were arguing about who was going to have to stay and take care of me, and my boyfriend, who had been taking care of me the entire time, offered to take me to his house and him and his family take care of me, and that is exactly what we did. So I stayed and lived with my ex-boyfriend for about a month, while he took care of me every single day when I got my tonsils out, and I continued to stay there after that for a little bit. He would wake up 3 times a night in the middle of the night and give me my medicine and then go back to sleep, wake up, and go to school the next day, every single day for weeks. During this, she was out living the life with Chad, just doing whatever she wanted to do while I was laid in bed sick. So this continued until I got in trouble on May 19th, and they made me move in the house with them, Chad and Lindsey. And Chad continued to yell at me all night long when I had met him twice. All summer long, we were made to work on the farm from starting around 7 or 8 o'clock, working until 5, 6, 7 o'clock, maybe possibly later, just depending on however Chad felt that day. And we would do the normal things you do on a farm, but it's very hard work. We did not get a choice in this, and we did not get paid for this at all. Towards the end of the summer, we were allowed to work for money at the car lot, cleaning and detailing cars, and I would run errands a lot, but that was the only money we were allowed to make. We were not allowed to have jobs anywhere else. Now, in September, I got in trouble again, and my mom brought me here, and my mom and my parents had a conversation. My parents said that they would allow me to come stay here, and my mother chose to take me back anyways after saying that she did not want me there. If you want to hear the voicemail of them saying that they did not want me there, I can show that in another video. So the next day, my parents called CPS, and CPS came to the house and told me that they wanted to see the bruises on me. I showed them the bruises, and they continued to try to say that those were from volleyball, when volleyball does not leave bruises on your butt or bruises on your knees as much as they were on my knees. I have to make a part 2, so go look for my part 2. Hi, so this is the part 2 to my first video. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. So I'm just gonna finish my story and give y'all some more receipts of everything. So I left off in the last video where CPS had came to my house and asked to see the bruises on me. I showed them the bruises. The bruises on my knees were from the military workouts that Chad was making us do. We would do normal things like lunges and duck walks, but when we did our lunges, our knees had to hit the gravel, and we had to say this saying while we said our duck walks. When CPS saw all of this, they took pictures, and then I said I wanted to leave, and they took me to my dad's house. From then, they looked at the house and left me there, and we had a safety plan that said that I would stay at my dad's on the weekends and stay at Brad's house during the weeks, and at the time, they left me at my dad's. So from then, I think 2 days had passed, and Gammy had decided to go and get my phone fixed to where I could use my phone, because my mom had locks on my phone where I could not get onto any of my apps, and we thought that she had spyware on my phone, which if you don't know what spyware is, basically they can see and hear anything you do on your phone. So we took it to AT&T and we got everything off, and from there it was like domino effect. Lindsey decided that she wanted to cancel the safety plan and try to come and get me, and CPS called and my parents did not let me go. Lindsey and her friend sat in the road beside our mailbox for about an hour and a half, saying that deputies were going to come get me, and that if I did not come with them willingly, they were going to send me to JDC, which is juvie. So I had to move because I had to charge my phone. So I was not going outside unless the cops said that I had to come with them. No police ever showed up, and CPS was calling us multiple times in a row. So from then, CPS decided that they did not want to talk to my family anymore because my family was so upset with her. The woman had said things about me, saying that I was a liar and a manipulator, and things that a CPS person just does not say to a family. We truly, truly believe that Lindsey paid off this CPS worker. And so from then, Lindsey and me and the CPS worker had a 3-way call to where I tried to get my point across and they would not let me speak. Every time I tried to speak, they decided to yell over me or something else, and I eventually got fed up. I was trying to get my point across and they would not let me, and eventually I yelled the words, and I quote, "If you make me go back there, I will jump off a bridge and kill myself," and end quote. To which Lindsey replied, "Okay, I think it's time we take the next steps," and hung up. So from then, I just sat there waiting for somebody to come pick me up and take me to a mental hospital because I knew that was where I was going. We talked to the deputy of our county, who said they were not sending out anyone to come get me that night. Then eventually a welfare person showed up to come talk to me because they had called and said that I was going to try to end my life. Which those were not my words. My words were I was going to end my life if they tried to send me back there. So my family sent them off because there was random people in our yard and it was 9:30 at night and we had no idea who they were or what they were there for. The CPS lady then called Hayden, saying that if she did not let me talk to them and I ended up harming myself, that it was going to be her fault. They ended up sending a CIT officer and a welfare person to come check on me, and they did not find me a harm to myself, and they left me here. From then, we thought it was over, and the next day we were going to a lawyer's office to get emergency custody. The next day, Lindsey saw that my phone location was at a lawyer's office and decided to call and say that she was going to sign her rights over and that she wanted Hayden to adopt me. All we had to do was show up and sign the papers. We knew that this was a lie and we did not show up. And it did end up, in fact, being a lie. We talked to the lawyer that she said she was at. That lawyer will not represent her anymore. So from then we got emergency custody and I stayed here for about a month before anything else happened. Now, Lindsey had gone online and got on a live and started saying things about me that were not true, which really, really made some people around us angry. From then, screenshots were sent to a blogger online who told our story, and Lindsey got really upset that my story was out there. Which, everything that's going on right now is really crazy to me because I know that Lindsey's trying to save face, but her lying about me and my family is not doing anything for her. This is not me trying to out her in any way. This is me sticking up for myself and my family. Now I will show you a voicemail that Chad sent to my dad the day I got in trouble and said I wanted to go live with him.
Hey, Jamie, it's Chad Booker. I was going to give you a phone call and tell you, Molly's wanting to come live with you, and I've been raising your kid for the last 3 or 4 months, and she's a good kid. If you want to take her, just call me back, and I'll meet you, and she can come stay at your house, or she can live by my rules, one of the two. But I ain't got nothing against you or nothing, but just from one daddy to the next. I just wanted you to know she wants to come live with you, and we're ready to bring her to you. Just let me know one way or another. My number's 6.
I won't disclose his phone number just because that is personal and very private. But they did say that they did not want me anymore and that I could live here, but now they're taking that back. Now, he did just say that I was a good kid, but that I wasn't living by the rules. But the rules were that I was having to detail cars until 8 or 9 o'clock at night and go put up fence posts at dark. Yes, I got in trouble, but things should not take the turn that they took. CPS did take a picture of the bruises on me, on my knees and my butt. Of course, I cannot show you the picture of the bruises on my butt, but I will show you a picture of the bruises on my knees. This is what my knees looked like. So this is the part 2 to my first video. If you haven't seen that,